Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Old Try Hard Game with me, KCV. You know, they say to me, he does the best he can with what he's got, which is not a lot of talent, but it is a whole lot of challenges yet to go. I am getting this trailer back here. I am really concerned about tipping over at that next slope there. And if that happens, it happens. I can recover the truck. I'll have to detach the trailer and find some way of dragging the trailer out of there. This whole thing is in an effort to get the trailer out of here. I've delivered my logs. I have another truck here to help. But what I'm really concerned about is this, you know what? If I can just back it up far enough, I can go straight down that road, can't I? Let's go on the map. I could just drive it if I could get it far enough along. Where am I going? I'm going to here, right? But if I can get it far enough along, I can just drive the truck forward. And it might fall down there anyway. And if it does fall down and I'll stall, I can at least get a truck up this way, recover, and drive it back, I think. So I think I'm okay. Rather than trying to back up all of this way. But of course, once I get past that slope, it's easy, but yeah, my plan right now is to try to back it up to a point where I can go down the other direction. And man, the camera is really driving me crazy. That's not me jerking the camera around. That's the game. If I can get the trailer back to where that dot is, then I'll be good to go. And I am gonna get this in a little bit different spot, and I think I'm too far away now, but that's okay. Whoops, wrong direction, hit the right controller buttons. Game would be a lot easier if I knew what I was doing. Oh, that's plenty. I can go a lot farther back now. Get myself a little bit more stable, maybe. That's too far. Okay, that's good. Stop the engine, change trucks, put the lights on, might as well. Start the engine. Attach the winch. Let's go from this one to there. Okay. Actually, if I'm going to go back, I'm doing a pretty good job of out that winch. If I can get it close enough, because I want to go... Now the other truck is in the wrong spot. If I can get it close enough to that tree, I can attach the winch to there. Who needed this winch? I didn't need this winch. Now the other truck is in my way. But you know what? Being in my way is actually helping. It's keeping me from tipping sideways. Now I can actually get down that hill, I think. Just gotta move the other truck. Stop the engine. Change truck. Okay. I'm gonna back this truck straight up. Hope the other truck doesn't tip over while I'm doing it. Okay. And once I'm convinced that the other truck can get where it's going, It might have to back up a little bit more. Once I'm convinced the other truck can get where it's going, then I'm going to give this truck all of the fuel I've got from the other truck, and then I can recover the other truck. Oh, is this a solid tree, or is it? It is a solid tree. Okay, good. Okay, I'm pointed the right way. Stop the engine. Change truck. Give him the gas. It doesn't actually matter where I bring it from. I'm not taking it to there. Give him all of my fuel. Right. And trunk repair supply service kit. Okay, because I'm just going to recover this baby. And I need to put that log crane back on. And now I can leave the garage and advance the time while I'm at it. Change to this truck. Go back on the map. And now I can just come down, drive forward. It's a lot easier driving forward than driving backwards. You know, from here, somehow I need to get around here, which might be tricky. But then I'm eventually got to go back to the garage, which is where? Where's the garage? Where's the garage? There it is. Actually, I got to get over to these logs. And then once I get over to the logs, then I have to get to here. But that's going to be easier because I can take the main roads around. Quite a bit easier. Okay, and now how do I get... I got to get to the main road. And I'll be facing the wrong way. But I can turn around. Somewhere. And I'm assuming that I can drive across this easier than going up this way. That's also a bad slope on a hill, but I think this is just a trudge through here. And I've got good snow tires on. All right. Okay, I think I can do it now. I think I got the trailer out of there. How far I'll get in this delivery of those, the actual logs, we'll see. Will I even actually get the logs loaded is doubtful at this point. But and yes, this is daylight. Am I zoomed in on the? Whoops, wrong button. Sorry, I was on the trailer. Okay. Yeah, remember the last view I had in this truck was on the trailer, even though I changed trucks. It's interesting. Here again, if I tip over here, I'm not going to be too concerned. I'll be able to get the trailer, but I think I can do it without tipping. Let's go straight here. Because I am driving the Mastodon. This is the ZiKZ 612H Mastodon, and the benefit of driving this monstrous truck is its stability. I had to pay extra for the truck, but you know what? It was worth it all the way. Okay. Getting around between the rock and the tree is going to be a hard place. So I'm going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like what I did there? See what I did there? That's it? Okay, there's a tree. I just want to go forward. I think if I just go forward, I'll be able to free up the trailer. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is, I hope I never have to come up here again, but I know I won't have to come up here again with logs. That's the main thing. What am I stuck on? Yeah, I may have to come up here again. I have the massive multi-stop, multi-construction the regional contracts to do. And they're massive contracts as far as many, many steps. Oh, and I have the trailers I have to deliver with that other truck. Maybe I'll do that next, I don't know. I think I will do that next because that's going to involve the special truck, which I can then get rid of. Because the other ones I think are going to be multiple map ones too. So, but then that's it. This is the last of the logging. Well, I think there's only one logging. This is it for the contracts. Other than those, in fact, I can just show what I'm talking about. These contracts, this one I'm doing now, and then that's the logging one, and then these contracts all open up the factory, and then, oh, this one I can't do until the other ones are done. That's right, so I can't do that next. So I have to pretty much do these in order. And they're massive. They all require getting lots of cargo to different places. Now, if you haven't watched earlier episodes, hold on, I need to take a drink here. If you haven't watched earlier episodes, recent episodes, you may not know that I have a bunch of logs on the ground because I thought I was going to be a genius. Use the truck with the loading crane to just take the individual logs, dump them in a sideboard semi-trailer, because then I could take 3 loads at a time in one truck, rather than just 1 load at a time. Turns out that wasn't such a genius plan. I've done it before to great success, but this time it was a major mistake, and it's taken me a lot longer because I had a lot of trials and tribulations getting those logs. Long logs, I've had quite a bit of experience with long logs. I really like the logging. Playing MudRunner, it's all logging. But yeah, I had a lot of trouble, both with my fumbling around with the controller, but also, now, am I going right here? I'm going right here, okay. Plus, you know, my strategy and the way that the logging camp is set up makes manual loading so much more difficult. I have a feeling that I am going to hook the trailer over that guardrail, which I absolutely do not want to do. Oh good, I can drive that thing over. Okay, but this trunk I might not be able to drive over. Oh yes I can, okay. If I had hooked one of the feet of the trailer over that guardrail, I would have had major problems. I would have been sad, and I would have been angry like I've been for the last 9 episodes now, 7 episodes now. And one of these days I'll apologize for it, but that day is not today. Ah. I am more dehydrated than I should be. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. My throat is dry. I should grab a throat lounger, actually. Let me get over to... Oh, nope. Inside of this. All right. Oh, I am going to be so... I won't mind the grindy tasks. Contracts that are left at all. This contract is so difficult. Okay, I have to turn around somewhere. I have to turn around because where I'm going next is straight back up the road I'm on. Unless I want to go through all the swamp, which I actually could do, but it would be more difficult. And okay, I think the easiest way I think I can just turn around by going through the garage. Actually, I know I can turn around the garage because if I needed to, I could just what way do I want to go? Yeah, maybe I want to do that. Although there's that thing there. I'm thinking about, do I want to come drive up here like I did last time? Or yeah, because that ditch is in the way. So I will circle around this way. I don't want to bump those logs. Actually, if I do this, okay. Give myself a little bit more room. Yes, manually moving the logs around from trailer to trailer and from loading dock to ground and then from ground to trailer, and it has been a lot. And so I'm going to enjoy the grinding, and of course the other truck is right in my way, of course. Why wouldn't it be? All right, and while I'm here, nope. Might as well steal that guy's fuel. Because he won't need it. Alright. Now, I have to get this in just the right spot because the other truck has to be able to fit in here with the loading crane. I have to go a little off-road. Sorry, Department of the Provincial Department of Highway Transportation really hates me, I'm sure. Okay, I gotta straighten because I can't put the logs in unless the trailer's fucking straight. No, I have the steering wheel in the wrong direction. Try this again. Just working the controller has been a challenge for me these last few episodes. Okay. Is that good? A little bit more forward. Just a little more forward. I have to remember where these things go. They actually go pretty far back in the truck. All right. And The other ZiKZ is on the map already? Yes, it is. Okay. Good thing. Actually, hold on a second. Let me get a throat lavender. I have him right here for just such an occasion. All right. I hope that I can pack this and deliver it. Make one load. I'm just gonna go there and come back. I could have left, tried to leave 2 loads in the trailer, which was my original intention, and then moving the trailer over to where it needs to be delivered. But I was not able to get the 3 logs out of the trailer. I had to dump the trailer over, so it had all 9 logs in it. So now there are 6 logs on the ground. So I'm just gonna learn my lesson, put those 6 logs in here, pack them, and then grab the other 6 and pack them. No, wrong button. Ooh. Is that good? That's probably not good. That's probably better. Anchors. Crane. Try to grab one of these. Do I try to grab the closest one first? Probably, because if I knock the other ones away, that will be okay. Let's find a better balance point, though. No dots! Because I'm picking them up from the ground, and I'm not loading them into my own truck. If I was loading them in my own truck, I'd be fine. I think I'm hooked. Yeah, I had a feeling I wasn't gonna... It's kind of difficult to get them off the ground. You gotta kind of be centered on them, and they're too close together. Gotta kind of shove one over to do that. That's not in there perfect, but I might be able to work with it, though it might fall out. How's my balance point? My balance point is not great. It's not great at all. So what I'm gonna do is get it. Come on, camera. Oh. What? What happened? What did I hit? Oh, somehow, I exited my crane view mode. Now I can find a better balance point. And still be able to get the crane. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. That's how I did what I did. 'Cause I'm very incompetent. And now, oh, and it fell off the other log. No. And I'm on my anchor. Now, this is not going to work, but that's fine. I'm just trying to get it to a point where I can pick it up. It was on the anchor, the crane anchor. No, stop doing that. This control. No, wrong thing. This way. No more. Down. Down. Grab. Lift. Is it in there? It's in there pretty good, and it's balanced pretty good. All right. Slowly, slowly. If I can at least get one load in here, even if I don't deliver it, if I can get one load in here in the next 20 minutes, end the episode. This is the last hour of this stream, so I would really like to be able to end the stream. Up. On the telephone pole. Okay. Why? I'm trying to move the camera, and it's being very difficult on me. Did I switch to crane view? No, wrong thing. Okay, that's crane view. It's actually better. It's actually where they go. It doesn't look like it's where they should go, but that's actually where they go. And I'll verify that. Get this out of the way. Green dot? Green dot. Okay. Okay. Pick up one more. I don't... Is this crane view or is this truck view? Okay, I can't lower the view anymore, so I must be in the wrong view. Okay, there we go. It's far away though, but at least the camera is... I can lower the angle on the camera. I think that's about right. I don't get to see the little guide things, unfortunately. Nope. Yeah. Don't think that's good enough. I don't have a good balance point either. I like to have quite a lousy balance point. But I can fix it now. I've got an opportunity to fix it. So I dropped the thing. No! Ah! Pay attention to what you're doing! Okay, got it. Good enough, I think. It's not perfect. Pulling these things up off the ground is not as easy as getting them from a loading site. This might be a big fail, but I'm going to go very slowly. Yeah, once I rotated the end, I lost my balance point. Alright. More a little bit so I can get it hooked in the front. And it falls. Oh, alright. Fortunately, it was not a game-breaking issue. All right, that should be 2. Nope, I'll go around that way. I don't know what it is that I'm hitting. Oh, is it that high voltage line that keeps the camera keeps changing? This one task is going to take me something like 9 hours to do, which it shouldn't have taken that long. But it will have taken me something like 9 hours to do. I have this load to go, and I have I had to get more of a gap there, so I didn't mind that it dropped. So I got to center it if I'm going to get it actually picked up right. I don't think that's gonna work, but maybe. Yeah, I made strategic errors, and I fumbled around with the controller, and I did everything possibly wrong that you could do wrong. You know, if you fall off, I'm fine with that. If this works. Oh, look at that. It just about worked. Yes, I rather did that on purpose. I flipped it over. Now, okay, that was some skill. Flipping it over so that it went over the crane. I had a bad balance point. Anyway, I should have said what I was trying to do while I was trying to do it, so people would believe that I did that on purpose, but I think it was kind of obvious that I was purposely flipping the thing over the wrong way. Rather than getting the front end in, I was trying to drag it over the crane, so what was on the left flipped over onto the right side. And now I'm hoping once I shove this thing over, it's not going to disturb the other 2 logs. Very carefully. I'm going to do this very carefully. Nope, I'm disturbing the other log. I don't want to do that. Oh! Well, the other log is going to be too far forward now. And I can't see if it's too far forward. Yeah, it's way too far forward now. Okay, can I grab the other log without moving the truck again? And without disturbing the log I just stuck in there. And the camera is really annoying me. Okay, now focus on where you're going. Where I'm going is nowhere. That's actually good that that happened. Okay. I get back. I get back. What am I hitting? I'm just doing stuff wrong. That's probably good enough. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. And all green. We got all green. Pack them, baby. And actually, let's go to here and stop the engine and change the truck to here. And you know what? I'm just going to recover it because I'll get all the fuel back. And go back to this truck and set the path. I am going to the delivery point, which is way far away, but a lot easier to get to. I'm gonna have to do this twice, exactly what I'm doing now, because I foolishly thought it would be better to try to get everything on one truck, and I had to dump the trailer it was on. So that because I had to dump the trailer that was on, I had 3 loads in there. It would be so much easier if I had just not done that, which is why it's taking me 9 hours to do this instead of the half that time that it would have taken me otherwise. But that happens. Let me just drag a few of these, the intersections, and I'll straighten out the wiggles. Okay. Gonna have to do this twice. Get this delivered, come back, get another load off the ground. I'm not just going to delete the logs and pick up a new, pick up new logs. If I was just playing on my own, I would do that. But this is a restricted kind of playthrough where the part of 100% is I don't waste cargo. So since I dropped the logs on the ground, I'm not going to destroy those logs. I'm going to use those logs. Now, in this case, there are an infinite number of logs on this map. So I have I'm not going to like run out of cargo, run out of logs. What I understand is on some maps like Maine, you can actually soft lock yourself, not be able to complete a region because you run out of cargo. But I'm still not going to waste any cargo. That's kind of part of the challenge, kind of the playthrough too. So I wouldn't be able to get through here. If people are frustrated because I'm going through all this to try to save the 9 logs and I could just delete them and start over again, I understand. But I understand your frustrations. I'm sharing in your frustrations, believe me. I'm frustrated that I'm doing all this, but seemingly unnecessary too, but I'm going to try to stick to what I have laid out as the challenge of this playthrough, and not wasting any cargo is part of that. So maybe that's silly. Maybe I should have made an exception for this and just say, okay, I'll delete these logs. I did have to delete some logs because they got stuck on the map. So I did have to do that once. In the last, actually on the previous map in this region, but the previous map, was it the previous map in this region? Yeah, it was the previous map in this region, I think. Man, this was so long ago. What episode is this? This is episode 141. Yeah, 141. Each of those episodes are this button. Each of those episodes are between 45 minutes and an hour long. So that's a lot of hours I've been playing on this map. More than any other, easily. The first 3 regions, I had 130 episodes, or I averaged 100 episodes. It's like 110, 190, I think was how it went for Michigan, Alaska, and Tamir. I did it again. I should just put the marker on the right side of this telephone pole. Actually, I had the marker next to it was in a perfect spot. So, but then, and I was only playing it 6 hours a week, with then sometimes off because I was releasing it 5 episodes per week. Then I hit Kola Peninsula, and I realized it was going to take me a lot longer than 100 episodes to get through this, so I increased the schedule to 7 days a week. And it took me 130 episodes to get through Kola Peninsula. And now I'm here, and it's going to take me at least 150 episodes. I'm going to have at least one more episode to deliver the second load of logs. And then I have some really grindy tasks to do, contracts to do, which are all the factory tasks. You're familiar with the map. All the factory tasks means you have to grab a bunch of metal rolls and then construct a bunch of stuff, and including containers, and then grab some wooden things, and that's just one part of it. That's just deliver the cabin, the wooden planks, construct that. And then there's other stuff that needs to be picked up and constructed and delivered. It's a huge, 3 huge contracts. And then once, I think it's 3, maybe it's 4. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. 3 huge contracts. And this final check is, then I have to do the final check, which is not so bad, but it's hauling these 2 massive trailers that require a special truck between the maps. And there's 2 of them. So I have to grab one, deliver it, grab the other one, deliver it. I don't know where they need to be delivered. I didn't check. Maybe they have to be delivered up on the side of the mountain somewhere. If they are, then it could take even longer. But they're really grindy tasks, and so I'm guessing it will be at least 150 episodes, maybe 160 episodes, even though I feel like I'm almost done. Where some cabins need to be delivered. I guess I could have gone through the snow there, but I don't know this. The number of tasks that I have to do, task contracts I have to do, compared to the number I had to do when I started, is much smaller. But the ones that I do have to do, the amount of hours it's going to take me to do them is still quite a bit. Well, I think I will be able to get these delivered in the next 10-15 minutes, and then it'll be a matter of driving the truck back, getting the other load, and taking the exact same path. And that will happen in the next episode for you. It's going to be whole nother stream for me. This is the last hour of this stream. So I'll be ending it with a success, though not a completion, which I would have rather completed this whole stocking up contract. Let's not jackknife going down this slippery slope. I would have liked to end this stream having this contract completely wrapped up, but it's going to take another episode. But just one more episode. I'm mostly riding the brakes here, as you can probably hear. The air brakes. No, okay. I just let her go that time because I had to keep the tractor going forward. Make it lighter again. Alright, this is gonna get done. This delivery is gonna get made. I don't think there's any really difficult parts along this road. I might be wrong. I've only spent 140 hours here. Not 140 hours for this map. But before I end, I'm going to have to go to all these framing sites. Part of 100% is removing all the... using or losing all the temporary cargo that's on the map. And there's so much more cargo than is actually needed that I'm going to run around with a scout truck and manually load and then dump and then destroy a bunch of cargo. So ironically, I'm not willing to destroy the logs that were I should have just manually loaded, and I could have gone a lot faster had I just deleted the logs that I manually loaded and start over again. But yet at the end, when I'm done with the map, I'm going to go around and delete a whole bunch of cargo just to say I've completed the map. So, kind of ironic and, I don't know, stubborn maybe? I don't know. No! I'm not going that way. Okay. I'm going this way. I did say something about not being able to memorize the map, right? Oh, this is the difficult part, going around these rocks, but it's not that difficult compared to going up that hill. I don't know exactly what's in front of me if I go this way. Can I avoid the rocks going this way? Yeah, I think this is better. There's a rock to the left of me. Of course, it's not daylight now, so it's make it harder to see. I have to be able to turn this thing around, too. It's, I got the logs in there. Nope. I'm getting straightened out because while I have the logs in there, the trailer will be a little bit more rigid so that I can, come on, back. Although, with this log trailer, I guess it probably doesn't make a difference. I'm going to hit that rock. I am going to hit that rock. Hopefully there's something to winch to get that straightened out. Before I do anything else, I'm going to stop the engine. I'm going to manage my cargo, unload one, and I'm at 50 minutes. I don't know what there is to winch to. Let's just back the truck up and see what happens to the trailer. Oh, no problems. This trailer, long log trailer, you can jackknife it all you want. You're fine. All right. I am now going to stop the truck. Going to go to the map because if I don't mark where I'm going, I will forget when I come back. I'm coming back to the garage. Well, I'm coming over to here, but I'm turning around at the garage anyway. So coming like this and around and around and around and around, something like that. But I'm not going to do that. I don't have time to do that all right now, but I'm going to get the map laid out. I'll have time to do that. And then when I start the next stream, which will be the next episode for you guys on YouTube, and I'm going to put this waypoint to this side, and I'll know what inside there. Yeah, then when I start the next stream, I'll be able to jump in and I'll see, oh, this is what I'm doing. Okay, I remember where I'm going now. Otherwise, I have to reorient myself every time. So, if you are watching on Twitch, the next stream, SnowRunner stream is, I'm back to my regular schedule. I've been playing more SnowRunner lately than Civilization because I had to make up some time, but I do have my Civilization stream starting up again. I had to stop playing SnowRunner for a while, and so I was just playing Civilization for many streams in a row, and then I switched to playing SnowRunner now for many streams in a row. I'm back to my regular schedule now. So the next time I stream SnowRunner, this is actually a Tuesday night, which I don't normally stream SnowRunner on a Tuesday night. But I'll be streaming SnowRunner again on Saturday for 3 hours after MotoGP 25. I stream that twitch.tv/RollCageNFRTV if you want to come join the stream live sometime. That would be fantastic. I love interacting with people. And I stream that on Saturdays starting at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And U.S. Central Time is like CDT or Chicago time or Minneapolis time or Iowa time. That's the easiest thing to type. And then after I do that for about 3 hours or so till 3:45 or so, then I start on SnowRunner for the rest of the stream for another 3.5 hours or so. And then on Sundays, I stream SnowRunner for a solid 6 hours, again starting at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And the entire stream is dedicated to SnowRunner then. So. And then also during the weekdays, I stream Civilization 6 usually in the evenings. All right, I got the map laid out. That's the path I'm going to be taking. Pointed north. Let me highlight something else so that I can back out. If I have the truck highlighted and I back out, it backs out of the map. But that's the path, coming back to the garage, picking up the logs, taking the exact same path again, and then I will be done with this contract. And good riddance to it. So, if you are watching on YouTube, that will be it for this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to look to see if there's someone to raid. So you can stick around for that if you'd like. But, yeah, YouTube. SnowRunner drops on my YouTube channel, youtube.tv/RollCageNFRTV. If you missed anything on Twitch, you can always go over to YouTube and watch them. There's playlists where you can watch each region at a time or the whole thing. Bunch of stuff. And it drops at noon every day, U.S. Central Time again, which is usually 6 p.m., $1,800 in the UK, and almost never $600 the next day in New Zealand, though it would be if it wasn't for daylight savings time. So it's plus or minus an hour, depending on the time of your Twitch. Again, stick around for a possible raid. Hopefully, I'll find someone to raid. YouTube, I hope you have a great night, great morning, good afternoon, great evening, great whenever, until I see you again, and wherever you end up going on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. Twitch, raid incoming. YouTube, for you, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.